Good morning. This is Daily Devotional with Red Moon Eagle. This is a banked video. So that means this video was filmed a while ago and I don't know what day I'm posting it. I do post generally Monday through Friday, most days live, but I do record these as banked videos, so I don't know what tide we're in the wheel. I'd still love for you to subscribe. There are more than 365 days of videos available on my YouTube channel for perusal and daily devotion, so you are welcome to skip this one and go to another one if you like. So we're just going to dive in, and one of the most favorite books that I own is called Celtic Devotional by Caitlin Matthews. This book is no longer being published, but I will tell you that it is a treasure if you find it. At brand new in 1996 when I purchased this, it was $14, so it was kind of expensive at the time. And I remember going, ooh, I don't know if I want to spend that much money. So I like to read some of the different, every single day. If you get the book, you'll know. It's just amazing. There's a morning and an evening prayer for each day, but I'm going to pick a random one. We're just going to go with that. To clarify my soul in the snows of winter, crystal of truth, crystal of nature, crystal of knowledge, clarify any darkness in my breast, my being, my mind. 3 candles to cleanse my soul from broad daylight to dim night. Everlasting one, you create and renew whatever you will. I ask you to recreate and renew me in the clasp of your closeness. In the peace of your silence, I am rewoven. Teacher of my soul, when I am wrapped in gloom, bring me the lightness of humor by whatever means you will. Teach me surrender to the clear call of freedom in laughter's gift, and show me the joy in curious questioning. So I picked a solar question today. Where do you need to exercise self-control? So that's today's theme, and we're going to see what the cards are to go with that theme. So the theme is, where do you need to exercise self-control? So the first card today is the eagle. All-pervading power, truth seeker, transforms karma. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physical and spiritually strong. It represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to our best and brightest selves and stops at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. When in balance, bright, radiant, in challenges. When out of balance, controlling. To bring into balance, step into the unknown. So, what do you need to exercise self-control? This is a good card for that. I like that. Okay, so our second card is, are you coming? Oh my goodness, Astra. Come on. You can come over. She's so funny. When I do videos, she doesn't always sit through the whole video. If I squirm a little bit or get excited when I talk, she won't sit very long, but she really does like it when I do these because I sit in this chair and she gets to sit in my lap and it's nice and warm and toasty. Okay, so I drew Horus, stability and equilibrium. Horus, stability and equilibrium. He is represented as a hawk or a hawk-headed man. His name is the Distant One, the falcon with its majesty soaring and swooping in the sky. During a confrontation with the god Seth, Horus lost his left eye, which was then healed by the god Thoth. The eye is given the name of Eye of Horus. He embodies the universal order and harmony. Put your trust in the God of Horus, because everything will turn out fine, as with the albeit painful loss of false friends. On the physical plane, you will be wrapped in harmony. His presence advises you to show more awareness in the way you pay attention to your life. He helps you transform all things from inferior to superior. Isn't that beautiful? That's a powerful one. I've always loved Horus. I have a little Horus like figurine that is in my traveling altar. And the reason is that this right here, on the physical plane, you will be wrapped in harmony. His presence advises you to show more awareness in the way you pay attention to your life. He helps you to transform all things from inferior to superior. And so today's theme is, where do you need to exercise self-control? I love this. Horus is a good one for today. Oh my goodness, that life theme is really kind of come into play. Or this today's theme, not life theme. Oh my goodness. And the shaman card we drew today is the Aedean Cross. The Aedean Cross represents the cosmology of the shaman. It depicts the 4 cardinal directions, the upper and lower worlds, and the steps to reach these realms. The hole in the center is a gateway to interdimensional travel. The proverbial eye of the needle, as we call it, to go through to experience all higher states of awareness and wisdom, and to break free of linear time. The invitation of the Aedean Cross announces a start to a great journey. It is time to raise your gaze from the mundane, day to day, to that which, until now, has seemed beyond your grasp. Allow new wisdom to guide you and stop trying to make sense of it all before you respond with a resounding yes. Yes, I want to. The medicine of this card. The time has passed and the window of opportunity has closed. Now it is not the moment to take a leap that you have been over-preparing for. It is best to wait until conditions in heaven line up again to offer you a more propitious moment. Any bold action you will take now will require tremendous effort on your part. It is just as important as knowing when to act as knowing when to return to your inner stillness and wait for more favorable times. I love this. Like, the way these cards work is interesting. They have a right side up and upside down, but it's not right side up and upside down. It's really more like the essence of the card tells you the timeless message. The invitation is the gift spirit calling you to action. And the medicine tells you an area that you might need to bring into balance or repair. So the Aedean Cross, what I'm getting from this, mixed with Horus, mixed with our day theme, mixed with the Eagle, right, which is a powerful card. And the theme today is, where do you need to exercise self-control? And I think it's the medicine of this card. Like, the great journey of moving through life, recognizing all of the realms, the upper, the lower, the all around, the elements, going through the center of the eye of the needle into tomorrow, being focused into the next day's opportunity of medicine. I think this is a powerful card. Taking action through understanding when the right moment is also means that you have to pay attention to self-care, making sure you're nourished, making sure you have all of the things prepared to be able to move forward in a healthy way. And I think the Aedean Cross gives us that medicine to know, okay, this is where I need to rest, to move forward. And in moving forward, if we look at Horus, it's moving forward on the physical plane wrapped in harmony, because that's what Horus brings to us, harmony, of moving forward with harmony. And the Eagle is about transforming karma. And I don't talk a lot about karma on this channel, but I'm going to talk about it today. So the Eagle's about transforming karma, unwinding that karma. And in the theme of where do you need to exercise self-control, I think one of the things that we miss when we're looking at unwinding karma, looking at karma and saying, do I really need to accrue karma in this circumstance, or do I need to let it go? Do I need to accept that other people have choices to make in their life and those are not my responsibility? I don't have to own their stuff. I don't have to own karma from this interaction. I can unwind any past karma that I have accrued and I can let that go. And self-control, I look at as power of mind, ownership of my choice, ownership of my responsibility in interactions with other people. If I have said something to harm someone, if I have said something that landed incorrectly or inappropriately or was taking the wrong direction, I can only hold my own space. I can't own somebody else's fallout in that interconnection. and moving forward and ownership of moving into something new and finding harmony in each moment and unwinding karma, those are all things that I can do. I can be connected to Earth. I can honor my connection to Earth and my love for her. I can honor you as an individual entity living and walking, talking, and breathing in this human meat suit. And I can honor and respect your space, however you choose to hold it. If you choose to hold it with negativity and anger and resentment, I can honor that. I can also always hope that you don't. I can always hope and honor that you're going to walk out of it. You're going to unwind the karma and accept and learn from each one of those interactions, rather than holding on to all of these fear-based emotions, which can often keep you in karma. But I want to caveat that with mental health and mental well-being. I talked with somebody recently and she was, I just don't feel the love. I'm done. I just don't want to do this anymore. It feels awful. And I'm like, yeah, it can. I've been there. I really, really have been there. And I know that all these daily devotions since 2017, I do try very hard to be real with you. Like if I'm having a hard time, I try to be honest about that. And I've had daily devotion days where it's not been great. And I have had a couple times in my life where the overwhelm, the feeling of being trapped, the uncomfortableness, not wanting to be on earth anymore, wanting to go home, not really wanting to deal with any of this anymore, has been so overwhelming. And it's real. I can look back at some of that and know, oh, some of that was chemical imbalance. Some of that was hormone imbalance. Some of that was situational overwhelm because I didn't have that diagnosis nor the support of, oh, you have overwhelm through ADHD and autism. You are a double whammy of a mess. I didn't have any support for any of that. I was told from a very young age, you just pull yourself up by the bootstraps and move on, which is a terrible analogy which by the way, I have totally used that with clients. So if you were one of those clients, I apologize forever into the future and ever into the past. I am so sorry. Because that is something I was taught. I was taught you just pull yourself up by the bootstraps and you keep pushing. That's a terrible thing to tell somebody. And it is something that I lived by for more than 30 years of my life. And it's toxic and it's awful. Because you can't pull yourself up by the bootstraps. That's physiologically, and I can't even visualize doing it. Like the visualization doesn't even work. And I have a powerful imagination. Like I can visualize, if you describe something to me, I will visualize it. Like jokes that are where most people don't visualize it, I do. So mental health and these, right? Like self-control, I look at rather than control, right? I look at it as choice. What do you need to, where in your life can you exercise choice and freedom and the power of mind? Can I control my mind? Can I control my body? Can I be in honor and connection with my physiological body through giving it good water, giving it good food, exercising it, making sure I get good rest, making sure I'm breathing? I'm using all the tools I have access to me, gives me self-control, right? In quotation marks, self-control. And those power of being in connection and empowerment with those tools, with my body, give me the ability to go into different circumstances and at least know where I stand as an entity inside a physical manifestation in those circumstances. If I've rested, if I have taken my quiet time, I'm not overstimulated, I'm not hungry, I'm not dehydrated, I'm not lacking sleep, I'm not lacking good movement, I'm not lacking breathing. Like if I go into a situation, I do a lot of breathing. You'll see me that I do a lot of that when I teach classes or When I do public speaking, I have a lot of long pauses that I do because I'm taking those moments to breathe into the moment. I'm breathing into my body. I'm connecting in with spirit, my guides, your guides, the energy of the room, and I'm allowing myself to breathe into that and find my place of peace, which to me is connecting in with my choice and my opportunities in the moment. And we can all do that. This is not a superpower that I possess only. This is something that everybody has access to. You just have to practice it. And then practice means you do it over and over and over, and you fail a lot. And the mental health aspect of that is I have been in awful dark places in my life. And one of the worst awful dark places in my life was having toxic mold, perimenopause, undiagnosed ADHD and autism, Hashimoto's thyroid problems. Like, I had a laundry list of things all at one time. I was depressed and I was suicidal. Triggery. Sorry about that. But this is a real nitty-gritty conversation around choice. In that darkest moment, I had a choice. And I have struggled with that choice several times in my life. And mental health care is really important. It's important you have somebody to call, you have the ability to journal, you have the ability to do Epsom salt baths, you have the ability to get outside, get moving, even when you're paralyzed. And I've been paralyzed. I've been paralyzed in the place where I couldn't pull myself out of bed. I just couldn't get out of bed. I'd get up, get a drink of water, go back to bed. Maybe get up, go to the bathroom. And that's it. Like, no showering for weeks at a time. Like, I've been through that. It's awful. Keep asking for help. Call doctors, ask for help. Call help centers, ask for help. Yes, you might get rejected and denied. But each time you make a phone call, each time you connect with somebody, you are making a choice to stay connected with the world, even if it seems like the world is rejecting you. It could be the gauntlet in your life. It could be a gauntlet in your blueprint, or it could be a physiological thing that you just have to push through all those doctors that don't know shit to get answers. Because there are good medical professionals that want to help you. And you're not alone. And I've been through several times of very deep darkness. And shadow work is hard. Anybody that tells you it's easy is blowing smoke. It's not easy. Shadow work is hard. And you need support to do it. Shadow work is a combination of you can only walk your path yourself. But the other side of that is you need community and you need friends, so that as you walk through those shadows, you're not doing it without support. We all need support. We're not supposed to do this stuff alone. You know, I used to hear this phrase all the time, it takes a community or a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a village of people to support each other, to continue to grow and become healthy communities that support one another. We can't do that alone. We can't do it alone. And if we're trying to do it alone, we're doing it wrong. And we have to fix this. We have to fix it as a culture and a community. Reach out, ask for help. You're not alone. Have a blessed day, and I will see you in prayer. Blessed be.